Friends, demerger and its effect on share market, stock market. So what actually is demerger? So demerger is the opposite of merger. In merger, two companies join together to form a new company. Merger is the combination of two companies. And what is demerger? Demerger is opposite of merger. A big company is divided into several parts. Let's say two parts. A big company is divided into, let's say, two parts. So this is demerger. If I am a shareholder of this company, this is a very important point I am telling. If I am a shareholder of this big company, if it is divided into two parts, then I will be shareholder of both the companies. Fine, sir. Now the question arises, why demerger takes place? There may be several reasons for demerger. One such reason is maybe this big company is difficult to manage. Difficult to manage. There are many verticals in this company, like companies dealing with IT products, companies dealing with consumer goods, companies dealing with pharma. So there are many verticals of this company, there are many divisions of this company which are difficult to manage. So better to separate these two divisions and make them a separate company under separate CEO, CFO, and they will have a separate legal identity. Fine. Now the question here again arises, what is the effect of share market with this news of demerger? So in short, I want to say you that share market is definitely positive with such news. If there is demerger of any company, share market views such news positively. Fine, sir. So this was a brief example of and brief knowledge of demerger. Now let's see the practical aspect. It is the converse of a merger and acquisition. A demerger is a form of corporate restructuring in which the entity's business operations are segregated into one or more components. Fine. A demerger is the separation of a large company into several smaller companies. It has been defined as a split or division. As the name suggests, it denotes the situation opposite to that of merger. A situation in which a company is divided in two or more parts, or in which a company is separated from a large company. So there are many examples in Indian history about the demerger. I will give you some names. I will request you to do some research on your own for this topic. Whenever you get time, one such demerger is Reliance Industries. Reliance Industries was demerged into two separate divisions. One was headed by Mr. Mukesh Ambani and one was headed by Mr. Anil Ambani. Fine. One such example is of Arvind. One such example is Dabur. Fine. So sometimes what happens, such news, I have just said you that demerger is a positive news for the market. But when you see this news, you might be thinking at one time sir is saying that it is a positive news and Arvind shares fall 65% ahead of demerger to close at 109. What is this? So friends, never ever get into shocked position by such news. One of my student, when he sees this news and he was the shareholder of Arvind, he was in a very traumatic condition. He said, sir, my share fell 65%. I said, no need to worry. First you had one share. Now Arvind was divided into three parts. Arvind was divided into three parts. So if it is the whole business, then if I divide it into three parts, definitely not equally according to their division and market value. So they are now divided into three parts. All these three parts shareholder will be me only, who was the original shareholder of the whole part. Fine. So no need to worry. If your one part give you a fall in 65% in share price, no need to worry. There are two more parts which will definitely compensate with the decrease in value in one part. So let's understand this in much more detail. Arvind was divided into three parts. One was Arvind Limited only, one will be old only, one was Arvind Limited only, other was Arvind Fashion, and the third word heavy engineering, fine, Arvind Fashion, Arvind Engineering, and one is Arvind only. So there are three parts, again I am repeating, Arvind Fashion, Arvind Engineering, and one is Arvind only. Fine, sir. So now one part value is 109 as per this news. These news are old news, these news are case studies. We need to know the case studies. Whenever in future such demerger will come, you will definitely able to understand with these case studies which I am teaching you right now. So Arvind share up 1.12% at BSE ahead of merger. So you can see the price which is written here 311.45. So 311.45 was the price before demerger, and now the price is 109. Such a drastic fall without any negative news. Definitely there must be something in between which we are not able to understand, which is this, that now this 109 is of one division and the two more division which are created will have a separate market value. In our practical class also we have covered demerger question conceptually and practically. Fine, sir. So Arvind announces demerger of three business entities. Again I am repeating, Arvind Fashion, one is engineering, and one is Arvind only. So there will be three market price. Separate market price. Let's understand the three separate market price. 94. One is 94. You can see the sharp fall in the share price. This is not because of any negative news. This is because demerger. Now you have three companies. One is having 94.5 value. One is engineering, Arup Engineering. This is also Arvind Limited company which was demerged. Its value is 953.50 friends, 953.50. Fine. And one company is Arvind Fashion. Its value is 272. So now I have three companies. So definitely demerger is a positive news for the market. Sir, what was the price before demerger? The price before demerger was near about 300, which I have shown you. You can see here 311.45. So dates are definitely not been covered here because every date we will have a separate prices, because share price moves every day and every day there is some fluctuation in share price. So you can see Orient Electric list at 135 post demerger. Orient paper down 80%. So it is not down 80%. It is not due to any negative news. It is maybe because some other units will have the same value which will compensate with this value which you are seeing as down 80%. Raymond surges 19% on plans to list demerged lifestyle business paired debt. So definitely Raymond's increases 19%. Cox and King increases 5%. So you can see that whenever demerger news are out in the market, breaking news, demerger news is out in the market, the share price will rise. After demerger, since one part is now become a listed company, a separate legal entity. So the value will definitely be down like 65% and 80% which we have seen, but no need to worry for that, because other part will have some value which will definitely compensate with the fall in the share price which you are seeing in the news, like 80% or 65%. So these are the three divisions: Arvind Textile, Apparel, Arup Engineering. So separately their revenues are given, their EBITDA are given, their EBITDA multiple is given. All these questions we have solved in the class. All such type of questions we have solved in the class. So enterprise value is there, less debt. So equity value is there. So price per share is approximately 395.32. So all this valuation we have covered in the class. So I always used to say our class is not based on bookish language. Our class is based on practical aspects which you will face in your life. And definitely our main objective is to score 100% marks in exam plus target crore plus salary in finance. Fine, sir. So there are many things into it. Demerger, you can see all the divisions, you can see Reliance Industries was also demerged. That is also a very good case studies which you must study whenever you get some time. Reliance Industries demerger is also a very good demerged example in our Indian context. Fine, sir. Dabur demerger is also a good case studies which you must study. You can see Dabur had two divisions, FMCG and Pharma, and you can see separately EVA of Dabur FMCG division is given and EVA, economic value added, of Dabur Pharma division is given. WACC, KE, KD, all these things we have covered in the class. So nobody can say that, sir, our class is based on theoretical aspect or bookish language. Our class is 100% practical. So friends, let's see some past videos relating to demerger, which will definitely enlighten you to have more knowledge on this topic, and you must research also on all these topics whenever you get time, because the more you will research, the more you will gain knowledge, and these things must interest you, because ultimately if you want to enter into finance career, these knowledge are must for you. Fine, sir.
Closely monitoring for this big development to happen, which they announced at the end of October. What essentially they're doing is Arvind, the company will now be listed into three different entities. One will be Arvind Limited, which is the textile business, followed by Arvind Fashions, which will be their branded and retail apparel business. The third will be Anup Engineering, which will be, as the name suggests, their engineering business. Talking about the demerger math for Arvind Fashions, they will get 1 share for every 5 shares that are held in Arvind Limited as on today. Anup Engineering, 1 share will be given for every 27 shares held in the Arvind, the company, the stock as it is right now. If you look at the valuations, the latest one which Edelweiss has come out with just last evening is the fact that textile business, they're looking at 6 times EV/EBITDA, and the price that they're looking at is 114. For BNR business, they're valuing it at 18x of EV/EBITDA once again. The price that they are expecting is 259 rupees. For the engineering business, 7x is the level that they've come out with for EV/EBITDA, and the price expected for listing is 21 rupees. Now the management has very big plans, very interesting plans that they have charted out time and again. Going by the latest commentary from Kulin Lalbhai and from what the analysts have been able to garner from the management is that for the textile business, Arvind Limited, they have very big plans. In fact, they're planning to use a large chunk of the cash flow into this particular business to make it grow in a better way, in a more sustainable way. They're looking to invest about 2,500 crores over the next 5 years in the garments and advanced material business. These are the two businesses they're betting big on. They are looking at these two to be the biggest propellers of the textile business going forward. So they are also heavily investing it. They're looking to enhance the share of garmenting and advanced material, the share from 30% currently to 50% in the next 5 years. So on back of that is why they are investing so heavily. They want also looking to reach 10,000 crore revenue in the next 5 to 6 years. The revenue growth also they believe will improve from the current just about a 4 to 5% meager number to 10 to 12% per annum post demerger. For Arvind Fashion, the management is very positive to achieve 20 to 24% revenue growth going forward. They have a top line target of 9,000 crore to achieve by 2022. The management is also positive on improving margins and all of the brands turning positive given the fact that the scale will increase going forward in a big way. For Anup Engineering also, the guidance is quite encouraging. They've guided for a 10 to 12% growth in revenue with margins to be maintained at 20% plus levels. Let's also hear it out from Kulin Lalbhai himself as to what are the kind of plans and targets he has laid out over the next 5 years.
We have already crossed the 100 billion target, and this year, we want our Arvind Limited business to grow at 10% and our brands business to grow at 20% and our engineering business to grow at more than 20%. I think on all these three businesses, we will achieve this year's growth target. The 5-year target, as I mentioned, I think the two biggest components of that is our textile and manufacturing business and our brands business. In our textile business, we are getting onto a big capex cycle where we are adding lot of capacities on garmenting, technical textiles, performance wear. So that is what is going to drive growth. And in the brands business, as I mentioned, each of our brands is scaling up. I think we are at the beginning of consumption when it comes to branded apparel. So we are looking forward to riding that S curve and more than doubling the size of that business as well.